Hey guys, I just want to show you how to utilize Genius Scan to create PDFs from documents that you take pictures of. First thing I want to do is have the scan downloaded. So it's this orange icon with the camera shutter icon. If I click on that, it'll bring me to a page that looks like this. I can create a new scan by clicking the plus sign in the bottom left hand corner, and it opens up my camera. There's my foot. Now in the upper right hand corner, you'll notice that it says batch. If I click on it, it'll change it to single. So depending on how many pages you need to scan, I always recommend just staying in batch, and that will allow you to choose all the pages that you need. So right now I'm going to scan a form that I made, or a assignment that I completed for Algebra 1 as an example. And what I want to do is just hold this over it. This will take a picture automatically if you keep it in view, but what's easier is to just take the photo and allow it to process. And then if I flip this over, since I chose the batch setting, it'll allow me to take multiple photos. So this would be the second page that I want to upload. And now let's just say I want to be done and upload those 2 pages. It will bring me to this scan, and if I swipe from left to right, I see both pages. And I want to edit this a little bit. So what I can do is click the wand in the bottom right hand corner, and let's just, if we need to adjust the cropping, we can. That looks pretty good to me. If I needed to rotate it, then I could use these arrows to do so. Now notice that it's kind of hard to read in black and white, so you can change the filter if necessary to be in color, or to just be the actual photo, or really to have no filter at all. So it just depends on what you want. I think right now what looks best is probably the photo format. Don't worry about anything like that. It'll just be a fit. So I've pretty much adjusted this first page. Now I need to make sure I do it for the second page. So I go to photo, and I might need to actually recrop this. Yeah, that looks kind of tough. So let's just drag this to be as if it were the 4 corners of the paper. And I try to keep these even. And there you go, that's a little bit better. So the filters, I think photo still is fine here. Now I can look at page 1 and page 2. Now notice I still haven't named this yet, but I can do that by clicking at the top on the date and rename this. So I'm going to put my name first, Mr. Chacon. And this is the quarter 3 cumulative exam. And I hit rename, and it is renamed at the top. Great. So now if I click the X in the bottom right, I have what I want to export. So what I'm going to do is choose the arrow in the bottom right hand corner that's pointing out of the box, and it gives me a different export options. These are all things you could do, but the easiest is to just email it to yourself, since that's what the free version allows you to do. So hit email. It'll create the file in a PDF, and then you can email it to yourself. So I'm going to send it to my Golden View email from my Golden View email. And voila, notice that this notification reminds you that the email will be sent by the mail app, so check there if it's not received. Now what I'm gonna do is go to my mail app and see if anything lands in my inbox. There it is. So I can click on that. If I tap to download it, it'll give me a preview of the PDF. And that's exactly what I scanned earlier. So this is the document that I created into a PDF and emailed to myself from Genius Scan after renaming it, cropping it, and adjusting the sharing settings. I'm not done yet, because all I've done is just email this to myself. I actually want to maybe upload this to my Google Drive. So what I'll do is hit the arrow in the bottom left-hand corner pointing out of the box. And depending on what apps you have installed, you can send it to different places. I want to send it to Google Drive, since I've downloaded that app on my phone. And that way I can easily access it when creating a submission for physics or algebra class. So I'm gonna hit drive, and it'll take a second to buffer. But when I hit drive, it's gonna open up the actual drive settings, and I can choose what account I want it to go to. I'm gonna say Mr. Chacon's account, and now I can select what folder I want it to land in my drive. So if I go to my drive, I can choose different places to send it, or I can just save it in my drive. So if I save it there and upload it, it will upload automatically to my Google Drive. I can check that and confirm it by opening the Google Drive app. And since I just saved it in my drive generally, it should be here somewhere. That's not it, that's one from earlier. And it looks like it's this one right here. So here is the document that I created from Genius Scan, all the way back here, which is now listed as a file there. Sent and emailed to myself. and then actually uploaded to Google Drive so that it's easily accessible and that I can send it from Google Drive to wherever I need to in the submissions. Guys, hopefully that gives you some insights and help as to how to accomplish that. Let me know if you have questions and if you still need some help with Genius Scan.